I think we are live. Yes, the meeting is being live streamed. Good morning, my love. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Sorry, the recording in progress interrupted you. What did you say? Tell me.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it is a beautiful day. Is it a beautiful day in LA?
Beautiful day, but I feel we don't live even in the same country because you have your pullover and I'm like have nothing. Like I need like nothing on me because it's very hot.
Well, a little secret is that I, in the summer, keep my house very cool because I love air conditioning. And then in the winter, I keep it very warm because I don't like to be cold.
I don't like to be cold either. I completely understand you. Good morning to the community as well. If you're watching us live, please let us know who you are so we can give you a proper good morning and a proper shout out. If you're watching the replay, let us know as well. And please don't hold yourself back. Ask as many questions as you need to, as you want to. We will put some link onto the comment section below to link you to other videos, to link you to free resources as well. So do not hesitate. I see we have some viewers, so please let us know who you are and we will keep moving on. What do we want to talk about today, Patrice? I'm super excited about the topic of today.
I want to dig into desire. Sounds very sexy, doesn't it?
It's very sexy. It's very sexy. And I believe there are some misconceptions that kind of hold ourselves back and kind of make the whole surrounding part very difficult to access. And so I'm completely down to talk about that. A few days ago, I realized that it's actually not about the desire itself. It's not about the big house, top of the hill. It's not about the Porsche that you will drive in the near future. It's not about the material things that you manifest. And to be truthful, there are things that you will manifest with ease because they are meant to be. And there are other things that you will never manifest. And that's okay. That's why the surrounding part is very important. I'm going to give you an example. I had several lives in that life, and during one of them, I became a hairstylist. And you know, when I do things, I give like 200% of myself. So my vision for that part of my life was really to become an international hairstylist speaker who would be on stage and teach others how to do beautiful wigs with fake hair. I know it's very niche. I know it's very weird, but don't ask me why. I've always been super keen to explore things that are weird. So that was my big vision. And that burning desire was like burning, so burning that I created several wigs that were actually very well. I did some fashion shows showing the wigs, and I did a lot of different things. And that I never became an international hairstylist speaker who teach others to do wigs on stage. However, that burning desire brought me to other things in my life. And I actually had a hard time to let go of that desire because I thought I was just a girouette who would change her desires as I changed my panties, because we're like, I use that. I could have used socks, but I'm just going to use panties. And it was like very hard for me to let go of that because I thought that I was not able to manifest something that I truly desired and jump up to the next step because I was impassioned. And so there is a difference to make between being impassioned and jumping onto the next desire, because that's where the surrounding part take place. You're surrounding to the unknown. And so other desires are born from the past desires. And it's okay because as you grow, you evolve. So it's completely logical and normal that your desires as well evolve. So don't get mad if you don't manifest every details. The vision is here, and Patrice will be here to support that and to tell more about that. But the vision is here to enable you to have that high vibration, to be on that frequency where you can attract abundance, freedom, joy, happiness. See, I'm talking about emotion. I'm not talking about the Porsche. I'd love to have your insights.
So you and I have both been in relationships for a very, very long time, right? Your relationship with your vision is much like your relationship with your love, the love of your lives, right? Think about the very early days when you and Julian were just getting to know each other. There was a burning desire. You had to be with each other every second. It was all you could consider. It was all you could think about. It just every fiber of your being was him, right? Today you love him. Today you desire him. Today you're happy when he comes in the door. But your day is not filled with only thoughts of being close to him, of smelling him, of, there are some days where it feels like that, but it evens out, right? If what you spent your life doing was chasing that feeling that you had the first week, the first 2 weeks, the first 3 weeks, it's a burning desire. What do fires do? They eventually burn out. If all we do is lay back on that initial spark, right? It burns out. It's not enough to go for the long haul. Your vision, your passion, those are long hauls. Today, I have a passion for my husband. I love him. I want to be close to him, but I don't desire him in the same way that I did our first day. Now there's deeper understanding. There's a deeper connection. So you take that fire, that burning, that all-encompassing within you for your vision, and you allow it to sort of marinate and become cellular, a part of you. And that's when you can truly look into it. And think about it. Your relationships evolve, your vision should evolve. As you hit these milestones and you allow these additional thoughts to come in, and as you evolve with, your passion for doing hair was a very niche passion, but your real passion was to serve. So that's where you are now. It's moved beyond that because you allow that first thought in.
I love that analogy about the fire. I've never been so close to the image and the imagery that you just gave us. And it's very true that you have a burning desire, but for that flame, I'm sorry for the noise, for that flame to keep burning, you need to, keep putting wood on it and like just being with that fire and being present. And external events that come from you or even from the environment, external events can kill the fire or make it bigger. I love that because it's exactly what can happen with some of your desire, where as you evolve and as external events join the party, they can disturb that burning desire, that burning flame, and create another one. So it's not like you have not manifested it, it's just you have transformed that burning desire into something that is more purposeful for you. And I love talking about that because I think there is also a misconception about finding your purpose in life. I don't think that there is such a thing. I think finding your purpose means finding who you are, who you truly are. And when you're being you through you and you know who you are and you stand up and stand out for your value, for who you are, for your ideas. That means living on purpose. But the way you make love to your husband, to the way you make babies, the way you build your business, whether you sell flowers or you coach people, and maybe you do everything at the same time. All those things are you living purposefully. And it's not finding your purpose within the business, it's finding your purpose within your life, within yourself. And so the business happened to just be one branch of it. And so seeing this way allows you to understand that some desire will manifest with ease, some other will never. But they will transform into something that is more meaningful and more purposeful for your true self.
Well, I mean, we can even dig deeper into that. There will be some desires that you see through, right, to what you have decided is completion, right? But there are going to be some of those desires that through the external influences, right, you take these actions and they lead to things that maybe you did not originally see. So I think that we need to hold our purpose a little loosely, because as we grow and as we evolve and as our purpose grows, you know, what your purpose is. 10 years ago, if you had asked me what my purpose was solely to raise my children. That was my sole goal. I outside of that there was nothing. That's what they needed. That's what my life needed and my family needed at that moment. But today, while that is still a part of my purpose, it's not 100% of my purpose, because my circumstances have changed. I've evolved. I've grown. My family has evolved. My family has grown. So we have to hold these things loosely and allow for the other things to come into our life and sort of shape where we are, as opposed to holding it so rigid that we forget to allow these potentially amazing things to come to us and be part of the greater purpose.
And I've experienced that so many times in my life, within my business even. Well, you know, while 2 years ago, my burning desire was to get my very first client. And I manifested that, but I manifested from the 3D words into the 3D words. So it was like a lot of hard work and a lot of like really like dive deep and discovery calls and really like pushing through the noise. But eventually it did happen. And I think what made the shift of it in my mind, if I recall it right, it's exactly that moment when I say, eventually it will happen. It cannot happen differently. I'm not like more exceptional than anybody else, and anybody else got their first clients. So this burning desire eventually happened. The day I dropped it and I was like, whatever, it happened. From that first client, my burning desire changed like right away. Oh, I have to gather my next 10 clients, and so on. And you get there all the time. You have evidence that you get there all the time. And so I think that we will lose less energy focusing on what if I don't, if we just simply just look at the evidence that we actually will have been manifesting exactly what we wanted in the past, sorry. And so now it's the matter of knowing, how do I make it even easy? And it's by losing up the desire that you have so that you can see the opportunities that are just in front of you. Because if you don't surrender and if you don't loosen up on that desire, all you see is a wall and that desire is standing in front of you. And you don't see the pretty other face that are on the other screen, on the other side of the screen, right?
Well, think about it. So I have this deep desire, right? But if I'm only focused on the desire and I haven't surrendered myself to the process, am I even enjoying it? Where's the room for celebration? Where's the room for for that excitement, for the value?
And that's such a key here, because it's not about the desire itself. It's about finding the beauty in the now. The destination is the gift, not the desire.
Yeah. Well, think about back to when you were looking for that first client. The moment that you received that first client, rather than taking the moment and really sitting in it and being thankful, knowing that this was given to you by the universe, your desire immediately shifted, and it was time to find more clients. Okay, I did it. Okay, I need more. And you
Ego self.
You get stuck in the loop, right?
Yeah.
And we've all been guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. When I was working in retail, my team always knew this was the goal, and we would hit the goal, and I'd be like, wonderful. Okay, so I bet we could do more. And they go, okay, all right. We could do more. We could do more. We got 2, we can get 3. If we got 4, we can get 8.
And when you do that, you don't enjoy yourself. And so you spend your time pushing through the noise and not freeing you from that noise. And that's how you burn out. However, if you find, and I'm actually asking the community to find the little ways that makes you enjoy so much finding that next client. What is it that you love about that? Well, I love connecting with new soul. And when I open up to possibilities, I met amazing people that not only can become a client or a partner or a friend. It's not just about business. It's about love, joy, happiness, alignment, purpose, fulfillment. It's about that. It's about freedom, peace as well. How can you bring more peace right now so that the desire, the end result, doesn't matter that much? On to juicy things. I love our conversation. Let us know what you think, you guys, about that. If you have any thought, if you have any belief, if you have anything that you would like to bring up and work on with our help, we'll be super happy to do so. And by the way, you may know it or not, but we're launching a pre-work quantum mastery program. We're very excited about it. We're very picky about the participant because it's going to be the first round. So founding partner, very special treatment, very special deals, very special things for that first round. And as I said, it's it's an application process where we get to know each other because we make a decision, and I found that super fun. So I'm enjoying a lot that process. So if anything that we say resonate with you and you feel like kind of a misfit in that society, and know that there is a better way to grow your business or grow yourself and really enjoy this present moment, and you're really curious and want to create from the quantum field and not from the material world, quantum field, easy and effortless. Material world, still possible, but that means pushing through the noise. So if you're curious about that, don't hesitate to either drop a comment or DM us, and we will be in touch to tell you more about that super cool offer, super cool program that's going to be born very soon.
I love it.
Any last words, my dear Patrice?
No, I think I feel complete.
You're complete. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching us. From the bottom of our hearts, we wish you a very, very happy Thursday, filled with love, joy, light, and peace, and the same for the rest of your week. Peace out and be well.